அதுக்கு live given is a gazette and it family.
Okay. Yes, good evening, one all present here. It's a great honor and privilege in welcoming each and everyone who are gathered here across JCA India. So today is in 1965th day of our Delta Entrepreneurs Federations and in association with JCA Salem Sultan Zone 29. And we like to welcome all the participants and especially the today's trainer and today's chief guest, very good friend of me and very good brother, and all the participants across all the zones of JCA India. We like to welcome once again, and this platform was started on to encourage the entrepreneurship, and in this is at present we have uh, at present more than 250 entrepreneurship has been developed on behalf of JCA and Delta Entrepreneurship. So, and for more than five years and 1 or 3 days, we have completed the training program, online training program, and we are so glad that all our friends, opportunities of JCA India across different zones are uh, coming to our platform. So it is a very eager and very welcoming sign. So
Not audible.
by way of networking and to move to the next level. So on behalf of each and everyone, we like once again we welcome you all and going to the next part of agenda. Floor officially hand over to our Nasia sister for further proceedings. So over to you.
Am I audible?
Yeah, now
Yes.
you're audible.
Yes, thank you so much. Actually. Thank you so much. This is JC Nazia from Zone 29. JC Salem Sultan and Delta Entrepreneur Federation together present today's ID program 1965th online program is hereby called to order. JC Creed, we believe that faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life, that the brotherhood of man transcends the sovereignty of nations, that economic justice can best be won by free men through free enterprise, that government should be of laws rather than of men, that earth's great treasure lies in human personality, and that service to humanity is the best work of life. It's a great, great evening today, and we have gathered here to again know what each one perception means through our faculty today. Warm welcome to today's chief guest, JCHF Bharat Kumar, who is a national trainer of JCI from JCI Hosur, Lake City, Zone 16. And today's faculty, a warm welcome to today's faculty, JFP Shruti Rati, who is a provisional zone trainer from JCI Amravati Golden, Zone 30, Maharashtra. And today's program director, Sendil Kumar sir, and all the members who are present here for this wonderful session. A warm welcome to each one of you. And now I call upon JC Mohan Harish to introduce today's chief guest.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. And once again, today a chief guest is a very good friend of me, and we both graduated in 2024 as a national trainer at Trichy, and most by profession he is a software engineer working in Bangalore, and a passionate trainer, and he has many records. While he was in as a president, he has backed one of the outstanding records as a president, and recently he has conducted and he is a record holder for the continuous training marathon, which was held by hosted by JCA Hosur Lake City, and he used to empower so many trainers as well as so many young minds And
Okay, we lost Mona.
Nazia, still over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Actually, my network was off, so I couldn't hear the introduction. But very pleased and privileged to introduce today's chief guest here. And I would request you to address the gathering, sir.
Thank you, Chairperson JC Nazia. Hope I'm audible.
You are good to go, sir.
Okay. Couldn't join on camera due to the personal commitment, and I'm already on a call in my official work. First and foremost, a very good evening to one and all present here. And it is very great and privilege for me to be part of this online training program, which is 1965, 1965. Uh, so a big kudos for the consistent training arranged by Delta Entrepreneur Federation and JC Salem Sultan. I thank my best friend, very down to earth person, JF Mona Harish sir, for this opportunity. And greetings to the Delta Program Director, JFM VP Senthil Kumar sir, and the chairperson JC Nasia. And my warm welcome to JFD Shruti as well. Uh, there was a small village. Okay, in that village, there was a tailor. There was the only one tailor in that village, and for any stitching work, rework on the cloths, all the people used to approach that tailor. And that tailor also, the work was very good. So he used to charge a little premium amount for the works he do. Okay, and one day a good person has come to the tailor and asked, "You have very good wealth. Why don't you do some service to the society? Why don't you give half of your earnings to the society so that the society can grow?" Because that tailor was a single person and very old. Okay, and what the tailor said was, when God is the only person who sees everything, so God knows what I am doing in a harsh way. Okay, so what this guy did, the person who asked the tailor to do some social activity, went on with a bad mouth and spread very bad news about the tailor. Like he is not so good, he is very rude, he's charging extra money, that, this, and all. And in meantime, there was one butcher who was doing good social service. He has very low wealth, but still he was doing that service to the society, like feeding the poor people, lending some money for the children's education, and a lot of stuffs in the society side. Okay, one fine day, the business of the tailor got reduced, and slowly he was becoming old, and uh, out of some health issues, that tailor has passed away. Okay, and a few months gone, the butcher has gave some doing some society works like feeding the people, educating the children and all. And after 1 month, the butcher also stopped that service. Okay, and all the people will was astonished, and they approached the butcher and asked, "Dear butcher, why did you stop doing this social works? You were feeding lot many people every day, and most of the people were relying on you for the food for the day, and you were giving education support to the children, and now it has gone at a stop." They were telling. The butcher said, "These many days I was doing this social activity based on the amount or the willingness of the tailor only. I didn't spend even a single rupee and whatever the service I did is because of that tailor. Okay, so the theme is like everyone had a very bad perspective on the tailor, that the tailor was very rude and he is not lending money. But what the tailor was true, God knows what he is doing. So the perspective matters. So being rude doesn't mean that he doesn't have a soft corner, or being soft doesn't mean that he is not a good person or a bad person. So perspective matters. So I wish you, JC Shruti, a very good session ahead on the perspective matters. Thank you so much for the day.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really an inspirational speech from you, which motivated us as well as the trainer. I hope so. Thank you so much for being here. And I call upon once again Mr. Mona Reach to introduce today's faculty.
Yes, thank you so much once again for the opportunity. A passionate anchor and a very good singer. She has anchored so many programs and even so many events, and at, and she's a very good presenter and anchor, and she's also an entrepreneur woman. So one who used to travel as an entrepreneurship and explore the world, and she is also a formal lecturer, and she is also associated with so many entrepreneurship oriented training, and she is also a professor in arts and science college, and she has been graduated as a provisional zone trainer this year. And on behalf of each and
Sorry, but sir, you were not audible.
Yeah,
over to you.
Mona Reach, you're not audible.
Yeah, over to you. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mona Reach, sir. That was again a wonderful introduction, and we are very privileged to have a trainer across India from Maharashtra. Thank you so much for joining us today. It is again, we are very feeling privileged to have you here, ma'am. And before handing over the floor to you, I would like to recognize the people. The chair recognizes the presence of past, present, future leaders of JCI, the national trainers of JCI, the zone trainers of JCI as well, and all the people who are present here. The founder of Delta Entrepreneur Federation, Ilangovan sir, the secretary Sendal sir, secretary Gandhilanan sir, the treasurer Sendal sir, and today's project director also as well, and all the people of Delta who are here to join as well, ma'am. Thank you so much, and the floor is officially handed over to you.
Thank you, Nazia ma'am. Thank you, Harish sir, for such a wonderful introduction. Now, before we dive in, I'm JFD Shruti Rathi, and I'm delighted to host today's virtual session on Perspective Matters, seeing the world, same world differently. Now, I would like to share the screen. Okay. Before we dive in, let's have a quick tech check. If you are able to hear me and see the shared data, then please type yes in the chat box. Okay.
Really, ma'am, privilege. I think there is a two screen we are able to see it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, bro. Yes, bro.
I have done it purposely.
Okay, fine, okay. Please continue, please.
Thank you. Okay, so great. Here's a warm-up question I have. I'll be showing you a picture and just choose the first answer which that comes into your mind, that comes into your vision, and write it in a chat box. Okay, old couple, old couple. Okay.
This is a collection of pictures.
Up. Okay.
A girl sitting in the door entrance.
Okay. Something else.
I could see one couple and then one guy who is having a guitar in hand, then opposite to the person who is having an hand and the hand. I could see three.
Okay. Interesting. We already have the different views from the same picture. Now another one. What you can see from this picture.
An overview of the city buildings, a road which has many cars.
Okay. And
A bird's eye view of a building and a road.
yes. Now, so basically, we are already having a different views of the same picture, right? That exactly what our theme is, learning to see the multiple truths. How the same picture can have multiple truths, multiple sides, and how to see throughout this picture. That is our whole session is about. So let me introduce there are few lenses of perspectives. So that will show on what basis we view the challenge. First, the personal lens. The personal lens is all about shaped by the upbringing, what values we have, what upbringing, what are the cultures. It shows that how does the thing affect us. It reveals what matters to us and clarifies our personal priorities, our personal states, like what are the immediate internal viewpoints, what are our emotions, what are our needs, what are our experience, what are our feelings, you know. So that all comes in the personal lens. Now, for example, if there is a heavy rain, one will see raining as a in a romantic point of view, while the other one may see that as a flop of the plans, failed plans due to raining. So these are the personal lens. The second is the context lens. Context lens means that looks at the surrounding factors based on the timings, based on the environment. For example, if we are stuck in a traffic, heavy traffic, yeah? So one might think on a busy day, on a working day, a heavy traffic may irritate, but if on the same point we are sitting in a car with a very old friend, then the same traffic may find us very delightful, as we'll get more time to spend with our friend and due to the traffic. So we will be somewhere thankful to that. So that is the context lens, which shows the timing, environment, what's the bigger environment telling me, looking at the surrounding factors. And the third is the opportunity lens. Opportunity lens means what opportunities we can get from the perspective, from that you can say situation. For example, if losing a job, it may be some a better doorway, a better doorway for another career, a switch, you can say improvisation, an increment. So losing a job may be a failure for someone, but as an opportunity lens, we can see that it is for a growth. Now, all these, the lens, the basic, the why the perspective is important, why it is so important. I'll just would like to I'll narrate you one story through which there was a girl named Shalini who was pursuing MBA, okay, from a very renowned institution. She used to live in a hostel from the last 18 months. This girl didn't contact her parents for such a long time. And then she felt very bad about not contacting her parents. So she decided to write a letter to her parents to kind of explain the reason that why she was not able to be in touch and why she didn't call them for such a long time. And this is what she has written. Let me read. Dear mom and dad, since I left for college, I have been remiss in writing. I'm sorry for my thoughtlessness in not having written before. I will bring you up to date, but before I do, can you just please sit down? Please. It is very important that you sit down before you read on. I'm getting along pretty well. Now, the skull fracture and the concussion that I got when I jumped out of my dormitory window, when I got on fire shortly after my arrival. It has pretty well healed. I only get those sick headaches a couple of times a day. Fortunately, an attendant at the gas station witnessed the fire in my dormitory and the jump. He ran over, took me to the hospital and continued to visit me there. When I got out of the hospital, I had nowhere to live because of the burnt condition of my room. So he was kind enough to invite me to share his basement bedroom apartment with him. It's sort of small, but very cute. He's a very kind boy, and we have fallen deeply in love. And we are planning to get married. We haven't set the exact date yet, but it will before my pregnancy begins to show. Yes, mom and dad, I'm pregnant. I know how much you're looking forward to being grandparents. And I know you will care, you will welcome the baby and give it the same tender care and devotion that you gave me when I was a child. The boy I love is very kind. Though not well educated, he is ambitious. Although he is of different race and religion than us, I know that our often expressed tolerance will not permit you to be bothered by that. In conclusion, now I have brought you up to date. I want to tell you that there was no dormitory fire. I did not have concussion or skull fracture. I was not in the hospital, and I'm not pregnant. And there is no boyfriend in my life. However, I have failed all my exams. However, I have failed all my exams, and I wanted you to see these results in the proper perspective. Now you see, perspective is very, very important, because if she had written that, sorry, mom and dad, I have not written to you from such a long time, I have not been in touch, and I have failed in all my exams, then what might be the expressions, what might be the perspective of the parents? Right? They would be like, what? You failed in exams? How could you? We are supporting you, we are financing you, and you are, where the hell, how the hell you failed in your exams? No, but when the parents read all this letter, and learned to know that she failed in exams, they were kind of so happy. Thank God she only failed in exams. So perspective is very, very important. It See, the problem remains the same, but when you shift the perspective, the burden feels lighter. When we shift the perspective, we shift emotions. Instead of guilt, we feel gratitude. Instead of panic, we find probability. So these were the reason why perspective was so important. Now let me reframe a challenge for you. I don't want it to be just a one-way communication training. I want your input too. So there is a challenge for you. If your project deadlines moves up by a week, give me one fresh viewpoint of yours for the scenario. I would love to hear some viewpoints, your fresh viewpoints. You have 2 minutes to think over that. So what will happen if your project deadlines moves up by a week? Yes, Nazia ji? Unnati ma'am? Gandhi sir? Prateek sir?
Is that something extending 1 week of extension, or it's like a preponed one?
It's a week of extension. If your project deadlines moves up by a
Okay.
week.
Probably we'll try to see whether we can give some more value add along with what we deliver. Before.
So according to me, it depends
Everybody hear
on the
me?
project. Hello?
It's any project, whatever you think.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So according to me, it depends on the project. Like if the project is done and the team members have worked very hard, I will also give some time to the team members back. And if there is a space of improvement, then we can improve the project also in the meantime.
Okay. Good. Any more? Okay. So, there are 4 perspective shifting tools.
Madam, can you stop your split screen so that we can see the screen, a bigger one? It is very small.
Sorry?
So can you Can you stop your split screen because your presentation is very small.
Okay, just hold on.
It seems normal to me.
Okay, ma'am. Very clear. Go ahead.
Now,
Yeah.
now it is good. Thank you.
So zoom out.
It looks good now, madam. Thank you.
First is the zoom out. Sometimes we get caught up in the details, so caught up in the details, challenges, and the daily noise that we lose the sight of the bigger picture. Now, just like this eagle soaring high above the entire landscape, clearly stepping back, if the bird is soaring high above, can clearly see the whole landscape. No? If we just step back from our work, from our project, or even the personal struggles, it allows us to gain clarity and directions. When you just step back, problems become smaller, patterns become visible, solutions emerge more naturally, whether in business, leadership, or in life. Distance gives perspectives, and perspective brings wisdom. So, you have to step away from a distance. Everything can be seen clearly. So, next time, if you feel stuck, don't push hard. Just step back, breathe, and see the bigger picture. Right? The second perspective tool, like the second technique, is flip the frame. It is simple but very powerful perspective shifting technique. It means deliberately changing the way you describe the situation, so you can see a new angle or the hidden opportunity. Now, many times we use the words like, I failed, this is a disaster, nothing will work. Now, ask the reframing questions like, what one possible benefit here? What might I learn from this? Now, create a new frame. Instead of saying, I'm stuck at home, with I finally have time to focus on my health. I finally had time to be with my kids, my parents, my wife, my family. The recent example, like we have uh, we have suffered from corona, right? So the corona brought many of the good things, if we see bad things, if we see, it all depends on our perspective and the way we chose. When we were not able to move out, a negative perspective was like, we are not able to move out, we are stuck at home. But the positive perspective was, we got time with our family, which we lacked during such a long time. We got a new scenario, a new way of working. Earlier, it was just you need to go to office, you need to rush office, and then only you were thinking that you can work. But Corona brought the perspective that there is a work from home technique too. So just flip the frame, see the positive aspect. Third tool is role switch. How would This picture describes the role switch tool. Just because you are right does not mean I am wrong. You just haven't seen life from my side. One person is able to see it as a 6, while the another person is able to see it as 9. So role switch means we need to even see what other one can see it. Like how would a mentor, a child, or a future myself would see this. So we need to see the same scenario, the same challenge, the same situation through others' perspective too. That is the role switch. What I might have done if I was in their place. That comes in the role switch. And thinking, very important, especially for in this we replace but with and to hold two truths at once. And thinking help us to get for brainstorming, get more opportunities, get more views. This I would like to mention through just a small story which I have been through. I liked it, and so I would like you to just please have a look at it.
Once upon a time, in a small village lived 6 blind men. They were wise, curious, and loved to discuss the mysteries of the world. Though they could not see, their sharp minds often sought to understand things beyond their only heard about in stories. Excited, they decided to go and experience the elephant for themselves. This will be the perfect way to learn, they agreed. As they approached the elephant, each man was guided to a different part of the animal. What happened next was both fascinating and eye-opening. The first man touched the elephant's sturdy side. Ah, he exclaimed, an elephant is like a solid wall. The second man, holding the tusk, shook his head. No, no, an elephant is smooth and sharp, like a spear. The third man reached out and grasped the trunk. You're both wrong, he laughed. It's clear an elephant is like a snake. Meanwhile, the fourth man wrapped his arms around one of the elephant's legs. What are you talking about? He said. An elephant is like a tree trunk, strong and round. The fifth man had grabbed the elephant's ear. He waved it gently and declared, you're all mistaken. An elephant is like a fan, thin and flexible. Finally, the sixth man, feeling the elephant's tail, chimed in, you're all completely off. The elephant is like a rope. And so, the 6 men began to argue, each insisting that their understanding of the elephant was the correct one. Their voices grew louder and louder until a wise teacher, passing by, stopped to see what the commotion was about. The blind men fell silent, realizing the truth of the teacher's words. They had each experienced a part of the elephant, but they had mistaken their part for the whole. With this new understanding, they stopped arguing and began to listen to each other's perspectives. This simple yet powerful story reminds us of an important truth. What we see, hear, or experience is just one part of the bigger picture. Sometimes, to truly understand something or someone, we need to consider perspectives other than our own. Next time you find yourself certain about something, remember the blind men and the elephant. Ask yourself, could there be more to the story?
So what we have seen in this, that there was an elephant and everyone was giving their perspective. No, the elephant is like a big wall. No, elephant is like a snake. No, elephant is a very thread, rope kind of. So when if we see instead of or if we see and, we can join, we can get more opportunities, more viewpoints. So These were the 4 tools which could change our perspectives. And I would like you to share one negative event, the experience you have experienced this week, and one way it could have a positive twist. Turn challenge into opportunities. I would like you to share your one negative event and how you could have changed it to the positive. Yes. The one negative event you experienced and the way you have reacted it and how you could have seen that your positive perspective towards it. I would like you to share. Okay. So I hope everyone have given a there was no any negative event and everyone have seen it, dealt it in a positive manner. So let's move ahead. Our goal was to help at least 70% of you to discover a new perspective. Did you find at least one new way to view a personal situation today? Yes or not yet? Please share in the comment box. Were you able to see one new way to view your personal situation today? Am
The
I
chat,
audible?
yeah, the chat is actually disabled for the members. But yeah, indeed, we have seen a new way today to handle our personal situations.
Okay, thank you. Any more? So let's close that with a powerful reminder. Perspective is not what you look at, it is what you see. Whenever life feels stuck, change the lens and view changes. So, is there any questions you would like to share, you'd like to ask? Your opinions, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear the feedbacks from you. Any questions regarding the perspective regarding today's session? Okay, so I think thank you for giving me the opportunity for taking this session, a virtual session. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, the host team, for conducting this session. Over to you, Gandhi, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for this session. I think, Sami sir, I think he will be on travel. So the session was very nice, and then I think everybody should. This is a primal important for everybody. I think uh, we should not be on looking at things at like in a single perspective. Because only like looking at in a different perspectives may help us lead our life in a different way. So I think this is a very important topic, and then you took it. And thank you so much for the session.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes. So
I think participants can give your feedback.
would like to wish you all happy Navratri. Good future.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Rachita, Rachita,